Yep. All right. Today is February 24th, 2025. Today I took one trade today. This is a mock trade, which I didn't think was going to work out anyways. So I probably shouldn't have taken it at all. But I took one trade today. I was trying to go short right around here. We had a nice little pullback and we were holding. And but I smothered the trade. My goal was to reach right here, lower end here, or just right here. Let's go into the screenshots. Actually, I already posted up on Notion, so let's go to the Notion screenshots. So I didn't get a chance to record my screen. So this is supposed to be a continuation play. Even though price did bounce, but I was aiming for a continuation play. So on the lower time frame, we can see that price was dropping. All right, my entry should have been this candle right here at the 60.15. That's where I wanted to really enter. When price pushed up right here, I tried to take that entry at this here 60.13, but it put me at 60.10. So I had stopped at 16.15, and then I entered, and then I started smothering the trade. So the minute the price moved down here, right, probably had about 4 more points, I moved my stop loss to break even, in case price just decided to just reverse. But as you can see, there was no volume here to say price should reverse, and we didn't get any real buying volume yet on any of the higher time frames. See, all of these are still selling volume, no real buying volume. We do have this strong reversal on the 15-minute, which is this strong move up, which is this buying here. So it was setting up for a potential buy, but we didn't have a dominant buy green candle yet. All right, so if we go to the execution, we can see that yeah, I started the trade. No, price popped up. I didn't even let. I just didn't want to lose these 5 points, and I was already in two, so that becomes 10 points in a sense. Even though I was aiming for 20 points. All right, so the areas was validated to where I wanted it to go, but like I said, we had a strong buying. Maybe I was unconfident about this strong buying candle here. Then we had also this absorption candle, so maybe I wavered a little bit because of that. Because price did eventually reverse, but I like that when we pulled up to a level that I had, which is the 1620 to 60.10. So let's go to the actual charts and see if I can refine that. I think it came from something I saw with buying, or is it something I saw with selling? From this here, right? I think it came from this here, and I said, okay. I was looking around this area here because I had the same candle set up on the 30 on NQ right here. So I said, okay, so price is rejecting this area. We're getting a nice double top. I saw that we went buying, sell, and here was my entry. My entry is supposed to be right there. Right, so it should have been something like this. All right, so I still would have been shy of, but I would have been able to at least exit there. Sorry, like this. All right, so something like that. So you can see when price went in my direction, I probably still would have got stopped out at break even. Unfortunately, this is 9 points. All right, maybe not this one here. We'll pull back. Maybe I would have added right here. Not kidding, it's too far down. Right here, this pull back here would have been very scary because my stop loss would have been right there. All right, depending on how I entered. If I entered a little bit early or whatever, I probably would have been stopped out. As you can see, they were just really just going back and forth a lot. So this would have been a nice trade for about 14 to 16 points, and then we had a nice reversal. All right, so but this double top here was good. Price was breaking down very nicely. I think we broke out of a trend line with that candle here, so this should have just been my entry because I believe it was the same thing with this one here, if I remember correctly. All right, so we have that. Did I even draw a trend line? Look at the pictures. Where's Notion? Yeah. So, oh, we had the first trend line we broke. The trend line there. I thought about it, but I was like, we had buying here. No, not yet. And then we had that. Okay, failed buying. All right. So it could have entered a little bit higher, but I don't think it was ready to go yet because price didn't show me that it wanted to reverse. But I like the double top that we had here to go down here. So, but I was able to capitalize. And then we had this reversal. This was a perfect reversal. I tried to enter somewhere around here when price broke out. It did bounce here, but I wasn't feeling it yet. And then price just kept going. And then I wanted to catch this here, but I wanted us back above this green, probably somewhere around here, like that. But price really just moved up like almost a lot. So this would have been like a 10-point stop loss just about. And I just wasn't feeling that. We did eventually move up very nicely, but I just wasn't feeling that, especially not so close to my supply zone. And then price consolidated. I thought maybe it would bounce off of this, but buyers never really stepped in. Nothing really trustworthy. I did try to say, okay, since we did have two buying setups, two buying candles here and here, but price couldn't get above them. As you can see, that price got below the body of that, broke below, came back, retested that body, and sold off. Right, so that would have just been like, okay, well, looks like price is selling off more. We'll remove that. So since price couldn't hold this body, could have did something like this. Right, price comes back up to it. We're now on the downtrend on that buy that failed buy. Enter on this candle or this candle, whichever or would work, because we don't know which one is going to go. All right, let's say we entered on the first one. Stop loss right above, about here, above that buying. So it's about what, 6 points, and then just ride this bad boy all the way down to the finish line of 24 points. So, but I had to have the mental fortitude to really just stay in this trade. We had a nice selling here, so the buying became selling, as you can see that, and then it just became a supported area for price to just reverse. Right, that buying here that we thought was going to go failed and came down here. So we came back and retested it, became part of the selling block. This is no longer really doing anything. Where did that come from? Let's go back real quickly. Oh, from the buying that we had here. We're kind of like below that now. So, and I thought I should have had it up here. So now that we broke below it, yeah. So that would have just been a nice trade, nice pullback. If I could have caught this, that would have been another add to the trade. But I just wasn't mentally there. This is 38 minutes right into the closing of the day. I felt that we're going to sell off, but I didn't have the confidence for most of any of these. But this is what we had. As you can see, we had a strong selling atmosphere right here. So not being able to get back above this strong selling atmosphere triggered the possibility of selling off, which we did. We sold off, right? Both of them had a strong selling atmosphere, and we had a buying atmosphere here for VIX. So everything was on the short side. Should have stayed with that. And in that absorption here, we can see here our candle, we had buying absorption, selling absorption. I wonder if we had selling candle. Let's go into here, and then I'm going to log off. Buying absorption, no, faded, and then we had just blank, which is still good enough to sell because this is an indecision candle of not really want to go up, not really want to go down, but price is below last week's weekly candle. So I could have just taken that trade right here. Reason I didn't take it on the 30-minute because it just felt this was probably the most interesting trade that I really wanted to take. All right, this is the one I really wanted to take. This one closed at 606675, so about down here. I wanted to take it up here. Stop loss down here, just like this. Reason I didn't take it was because the stop loss is about, look at that, 13 points. All right, if I did enter at the close, all right, and we never got above this, you know, I mean, I think that would have been like 10 points. But the proper way to enter would be above this area here, because now we're above the, that's how I've seen it. I mean, I could have entered here and risk price not getting above this level. All right, risking price not getting above 6,009. All right, here, but this would have been the entry right away in 5 minutes. You know, this would have been a nice double bottom actually. Nice double bottom. So right here would have been an entry. Stop loss there. Yeah, and just ride this bad boy up for at least this 2-to-1, and then this absorption area. That's where I would have want to get out of. I wanted to get out here, maybe to the body of it if we could, which we did. So when we got to here, right, just waiting for it to hit, boom, we hit it. You know, if I wanted to be a little greedy, maybe, but because we had this buying and we're holding, right, boom. So now I'm just like, okay, I'll probably just hold it. But I think getting to that would have just been the best way to just do it. Entering at the close of, yeah, the close of this candle above that area. Whoops. Close of this candle above that area. Boom. Right? And there goes our 2-to-1. Bam. And this would have been a 27-point move. And here, maybe add right there. Maybe add right here for our last bonus round. Maybe, right? If I was more diligent on it moving up. But this one's definitely for sure add. So I would have had actually a lot higher of an interest, so 3 points plus that. So 26 plus 23. Wow. All right, 26 plus 23 would have been a nice return on, because I would have did times 5 times 26 plus 23 is 49. Right, 26. Right, that would have been that on just 2. No, I can't, because I can't do 5 times 5 divided by 49. So it had to just be 25 times 26 would have been this, because I could have only gone 5 times, right? So this would have been $650, $650 right there. Boom. And I thought about doing the minis instead, the micros instead. You know, I'll be risking 14 or 13. I would say 13 or 14. Let's say 14. 14 times 25, so 350, which is my standard to make that. So yeah, 2-to-1. So, but I just, my brain said go micros, because of the stop loss was too high, but I said no. That's really what I said, and I missed that. So if I just went 5 micros, aiming for that, I'd have been good for the day. So that was my fault. All right, logging off.